Okay, so I just want to make a quick video. A lot of times I see people. We were doing some car shows earlier, and one of the things that I see people make a gigantic mistake with is they'll say, "Hey, I got this car, and I want to make it look good straight out of the gate." And some of these cars can be very difficult to find good combinations of color schemes. And what'll end up happening is they spend their time online, and they spend a ton of money trying to find the paint job that works. And when it comes to pearlescence and metallics, I mean, there's probably a million combinations. One of the things I did here was I got a Voodoo, which, because it's a rusty car, can be very difficult to find color matches with. So if you want to say, hey, I want to make a very cool rusty Rebel, how do I do it and not spend easily $100,000? I know for a fact if I did it online, it would have been $100,000. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, if I do it in any other way, it's still going to cost me something, or there comes a point when there's a finite ability to do that. So there is actually a way to figure it out, and unfortunately you may not be able to use the online car that you need at the time, but there's a way to get pretty much any combination that you're going to want to use and at least have a good idea of what it's going to look like so you can test it out. And the way you do that is that if you go in single player and you play as Franklin, this custom shop right here, so if you're looking on the map, there you go. So right a little bit south of that. As you can see, it's a purchasable item. So what you do is you purchase this area. And then as you can see, I got my rusty Voodoo I just stole right off the street. And once you purchase it, you go right in here like so.
What's wrong with her now?
And everything is 100% free. And now, I think the reason that people don't know about this is because a lot of people play pretty much with the idea of being online. And that's perfectly fine. I'm never going to look at anybody and say, you know, hey, don't play the online section of it. Beat the game first. Hey, it's your game. You do what you want and how you feel with it. But the other thing is because you do it that way, it can be tough to know some of the, I guess the word is tricks of the trade, and realize that, you know, some of the options that you have are not available to you when it comes to the single player. And pretty much, I mean, let's be honest, they're pretty much cheats, if you will, because I mean, like I said, look here, I'm buying everything completely free. This setup right now alone, just to test, would have cost me thousands of dollars. So, and this is also a two-tone car. Now, the only really big problem that you have with the way this is set up is the way that you look. It can be very, very difficult to see different angles of the car when you're looking at it from this aspect. But the other thing is you kind of just roll with it a little bit. At worst, you know, you can't see certain things for certain things, and then you just kind of, you can make little changes or tweaks or whatever you need to figure it out. But the whole time you're making those tweaks and you're driving outside and you're putting a little bit more extra work into it, you're not paying any money for it. It's completely and 100% free. So if I say here, I'm going to make this car, I mean, look, metallic paint, you know, as you can see here, I've spent what would have been a great deal of money on this car in a single player environment. And I just spent $0 to not have a place where light is so I can see the darn car. But yeah, so I just spent a lot of money, and even though you can see it at night, to make one of the coolest color combinations you could ever see on this car in a Voodoo. I mean, that's an amazing setup. I'm going to change one other thing. So let's say, hey, you know what? I didn't like that. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, darn. You know, I want to test another Color scheme. Watch this. This is great. Hey, look at that. Repair was free. Respray. Primary color. Metallic. I want to change over to bright purple. I'm going to do the pearlescent again as... There you go. Hot pink. I'm going to go secondary metallic. Oh, went the wrong way. Right. Did I go the wrong way? I must have gone the wrong way. There you go. Bright purple. Or if I say, hey, you know what? I didn't like the way that was set up. Let's see what that looks like with the hot pink setup. It looks kind of stupid. So let's go back at that. So there's the bright purple. So you exit again. Now I get some light out so I can see it a little better. But we'll go back to that same spot because I want to see the color again with the light on it. So there's your color again. Now, like I said, if I had done that in multiplayer, just testing it out, trying to find out what a good way of making this car look, which is obviously any kind of rusty voodoo or rusty car is going to be tough to do up. If I did that in single player, each one of those color purchases I purchased, and remember there's 3 colors in this car, could be anywhere from $16,000 to $7,500 per purchase. If you put that in game activity, because a lot of people want to grind and they want to play the game to be painful, even if I saved this with a semi-beaten game and had all the stuff unlocked in the game so I could I could do anything I wanted to, and let's say I had $33 million as a single player, I don't think I would have spent that much money in single player in comparison wise to what I just spent there. And that in there, other than just having to look around at some crappy setups or crappy angles, I just was able to test a car completely and utterly free. And in cash card land, I don't know what that equates to, but it's probably about a $20 cash card that I saved myself in actual gameplay. And to me, that means a lot more than actually going into online and just kind of hacking my way through it. So I'm hoping that helped you a little bit. I'm hoping that you new guys that are coming in that are still playing the game, and we love you, keep coming in, can use that information. If you have any other ideas, if you have color combinations, and trust me, there are a million out there that are really good. There's a race green and I think a race yellow. That's a great color combination that I see all the time. If you have any of those great combinations, put them in the comments below. Let us know what your thoughts of what cars look great. A lot of people like, for instance, a flat black Zentorno with a secondary color of chrome. Same thing for the Alpha. Put that stuff down there. Let us know what it's like and give us some ideas. And that thing is hopefully we can make it online, have a nice car show, and show off some of our great stuff that we played absolutely 0 for. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that little bell button so you can be known of any new videos that come out. Have a great day. Bye.